Hello, I'm Rex Basterfield, and I'd like to welcome you to a video about my Quilcom WOBBULATor. The wobulation or wobble refers to frequency modulation or vibrato and amplitude modulation, which is tremolo. So this is a tool which you probably won't ever need, but I made it anyway because I wanted to. The amount of vibrato and or tremolo is controlled by the control panel above. We have an envelope follower which can track the input amplitude, and we can set a threshold to bring in the vibrato or tremolo. I'm going to call it wobble, and we can introduce a delay, an onset delay for that, and we can set the rise and fall times of the control signal, and we can set it to linear or exponential. If you don't want to use the envelope follower for automatic wobble, then you can change it from the follower to the switch, and then when you press and hold the run switch, you will get the control signal which produces the wobble, and the delay is still effective if you set a delay. And of course, all these actions can be recorded and automated for later editing to get things exactly as you might want them. On the wobble panel, you can set the frequency of the LFO, and the balance creates, when you turn it up, a difference in the frequency between the left and right channel. There are three modulatable models, a classic delay, a granular one, and a phase vocoder one, and there are differences between those which are described in the user guide, so I won't go into that here, but you can try them all out and see which one suits your source material the best. The amount of vibrato and the amount of tremolo, and this is bipolar, so you can have the two different phases from the LFO. When we have delay set, we can't set up only vibrato because modulated delay lines don't work like that. But on the other two, you can set up down or up only, like you might get on a guitar. Up down would be like that on a violin or a vocal typically. And for tremolo, which is amplitude modulation, we can turn on alt left right, which gives a tremolo panning between left and right channels. The plugin itself is stereo, but we can switch to a mono input and we still have potentially a stereo output. We set the width there, and this is where you mix between dry and wet, but it's arranged in such a way that when you have a mix, you will get a chorus effect due to the dry not being modulated and the wet being modulated, so that can create some nice chorus sounds. So now I'll offer you some audio demonstrations. For vocals, I tend to like doing the thing manually, so I'll switch the envelope follower off, and I'll set this clip running, and then I'll operate the run, and you can hear the vibrato coming in.
Wise men say only fools rush in. Wise men say only fools rush in. Wise men say only fools rush in. Wise men say only fools rush in. Wise men say only fools rush in. Okay, I've set this up with the envelope follower and a few other adjustments made, and this is a very simple basic 3-oscillator synthesizer, and you can see the effect of the threshold triggering the sound. I've got a delay and I've increased the fall time.
And again, you can record all those actions you want, edit them after the event if you want to make small or big changes to the recording. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the threshold down to minimum, so the controls section is always at a maximum, and that'll allow me to demonstrate the few controls on the wobble section without having to press buttons or alter my velocity or anything else. So I hope that gives you some idea of what wobulation you can do with the wobbulator. So, until the next time, bye!